Hello Gemini. This read is for those with Gemini in their sun, their moon, or their ascendant. It is November 18th, 2018. I wanted to say November 11 because November is 11. And thank you for watching and subscribing and liking Soul Levels. I appreciate that. And feel free to comment. And this read is for the sign of Gemini. And let's talk about how the astrology right now, what's going on astrologically, because we want to see how those energies are affecting Gemini. And so for Gemini, we have Venus stationing direct in the 5th house. For everyone, we've just come out of a period of Venus in retrograde, about 5 weeks or so. And that has been probably a challenging period for a lot of people, a lot of breakups, and shakeups, like the relationship shaking up to the next level or the higher level. And then we have for Gemini in the 7th house, Mercury going retrograde, and Gemini is the 3rd house of communication. So perhaps communication to relationships in the past, or communication involving relationships, but we're doing retrograde, so it involves the past. All right, so let's see what cards come out for Gemini. Let's have a look. We get the Knight of Pentacles. We get the Two of Pentacles. That is the figuring something out. We get the 10 of Pentacles. And we get the 2 of Cups. We get a Hierophant, marriage possibly for Gemini. Committed relationships. Commitment coming up. Oh, nice cards. And we get 4 of Wands. Wow. So it seems to me that this is sort of a period of all right, this is nice. Okay, now let's have a look at this. This is a pretty nice read for Gemini. We get the Knight of Pentacles coming forward, financial progression, things progressing, and then commitments made from the heart only. The Gemini have figured out the right way to go forward into a relationship, into the committed relationship that they truly desire. It's got to be from the heart. There has to be emotional feelings involved to make, we get another 3 of Pentacles and the heart and the 4 of Wands there to make a working home environment, or an environment that's a cooperative, that involves group project, or it's possible marrying, committing to a project, a dream involving home and group project, group construction. I don't know. However, it's involving divine partnerships. It's involving relationships that are 5D, or relationships that are universally supported. It involves possibly contracting some kind of a contract. It could be marriage, but it does involve coming into a fully committed home living situation that is heart-based, that does progress things forward in the life of Gemini. There's a lot of clarity coming through for Gemini. We get the 2 of Pentacles, which is really kind of figuring how to bring 2 groups of people together, or 2 things together, or 2 worlds together, or 2 people together in a way that's somewhat of a sort of a dream come true. And it does involve marriage, and it's involving, if I take this quadrant of the read here, it involves taking things forward to a progressive level financially or in the physical. But we get very much, because we are talking about the 5th house, so this is creativity, and this is finances. So it's interesting. So what we're really getting is a relationship upgrade, or a relationship commitment that stabilizes the life of the Gemini in the home life. So the Gemini are seeking a stability from which to be able to be more creative and to allow a more creative, expressive outlet. So it seems to me that the Gemini are motivating very strongly out of a heart-head alignment, really figuring out what is true to commit to, what is really going to be the right thing to commit to. And it seems to me that they figured it out, and that this read is saying that they're taking it to the next level and taking this commitment that's truly in their heart to a much more pretty stable financial, I would say, upgrade a financially home finance upgrade because of a cooperative venture that's going forward, because it's got strong universal support, because the Chariot means a venture strongly going forward, really chugging along. It's not a speedy race, it's a chug along experience, but it's being pushed and empowered and fortified by the universe. And it is something that is in the heart of the Gemini. We're not talking about something that is boring. Gemini do not like boring stuff. They like mental challenge, and committing to something that is mentally challenging for the Gemini is what they love, and they feel it and they can commit to that, and they love it. I can feel the energy of that, and it does involve group, other people. It could be family, but it's co-mission. I'm going to say co-relationship mission. It can involve your partner or other relationships that are 5D relationships. It does not necessarily mean your true love. Relationships, if you're in your stable true love relationship, other relationships are also 5D relationships or soulmate or destiny relationships that put you on your true mission. So Penguin wanted to come out. I was playing with the animal deck and this card came flying out. Let's see, it says, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. And that is really clear by this read, because, I mean, look at it. And then the elk wanted to come out, and the elk says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. Beautiful. So Gemini, this to me looks like, let's do a little recap here. This to me looks like you are becoming very aware of a strong financial progression that your life is taking towards a more abundant home life, and an ability to know how to balance out a 5D relationship. And it can possibly be a true love, it can be a work relationship, but it does involve home abundancy. So I'm thinking home life relationship, or a relationship that empowers you to be more abundant. And then this is in the divine section of the heart section of the read, I get the Hierophant. So this is something now that the Gemini know they can fully commit to from the heart. There's a knowing of head-heart alignment, an alignment of these two. There's just no doubting. That's kind of like the Aries read too, huh? Just very strong knowing. I should just do maybe reads for just the energy of the day, because it sort of affects everyone in a very similar way. There's slight differences, but sometimes I feel like the reads are repetitive. But it does seem to me that there is a strong, new, stable, forward motion with heart as the motive, with the expression of the truth. And because we are talking about Mercury retrograde, so that's about communication. So there's an honesty coming forward with an honest knowing, an ability to be honest, because there's a knowing of what they want. They figured something out. Gemini, you figured it out. It's time for celebration. It's and I saw 8-3 right then. That's abundant. Those are very abundant frequency numbers. Gosh, there's so much more here to say. That this relationship that has been, there's a harmonic relationship, or a 5D relationship that is divinely supported, that involves a mission work, is going to really progress forward by the support of the divine. Abundant home life, abundancy in general, abundant home, again, home improvement, because Gemini is an air energy. So as soon as Gemini add a little heart and motivate from the heart, that's a very balanced, fortified energy for Gemini to take forward. It's a very strong, grounded. It's a grounding for the Gemini. When the Gemini motivates from the heart, he is grounded, or she is grounded, the Gemini. And that is the grounding energy for Gemini. It is to align with the heart, and that's where they find their joy, their contentment, their fulfillment. Heart truth, their expression of the truth in who they are. Because our heart is the expression of the truth of who we are. What we love is our truth. So thank you, Gemini. I hope this read was faith restorative, and thank you so much. Namaste.